Hi everyone, welcome back. So we actually know now how to build a LinkedIn profile, how to generate leads, and how to reach out to the potential customers. So we know that in a chatbot business, we mainly target the marketing managers and the digital marketing managers of various organizations and some of the founders and co-founders if it is a startup. So we have covered all this. Now in this session, we'll be going through the most important part of the series, that is how to pitch your product and how to design your proposal. So without wasting any time, let's just jump on it. What is a sales pitch? We actually have discussed it before, but now let us discuss it in a little detail. It is a condensed sales presentation where a sales rep explains the nature and benefits of their business, ideally in less than 1 or 2 minutes. Sales pitches are often referred to as elevator pitches because they should be able to be delivered within the time constraint of a single elevator ride. See, the thing is, you don't have the entire time when you are pitching the product. You just have hardly 2 or 3 minutes to explain what are the problems that the customer is facing and what are the solutions that you are offering. So try to just condense your entire sales presentation in 1 or 2 minutes and just deliver it right away. Because nobody in the industry has 10 to 15 minutes to give it to every other call. They might be getting 100 calls in a day. So you have to make sure that you just give your best in those 2 or 3 minutes. Now this is the most important thing, is how to make a sales pitch. What are the aspects that should be covered in a sales pitch? So the first thing is make it short. The sales pitch is not a meeting nor a presentation. Moreover, you won't have your customer's attention for long. So try to complete it in a minute or two. I think this is the most important thing to keep in mind, that yes, you have very limited time, because once you have made a blunder with any of the prospect, you won't be able to call them again regarding the same product. So try to give the best shot in your first attempt. Make it short and concise as much as possible. The next thing is make it clear. You have to be clear with the customer's problem and with the solution that you are offering. Just focus on these two things. So it actually follows the first point. You have only 1 or 2 minutes. So try to not to wander here and there from the point and the solution you are offering to the problem. These two things are the most important thing. Point out the problem that the customer is facing. Deliver the solution that you are giving. That's it. The next thing is explain the domain of your customers. See, there's a very important thing that should be kept in mind, that every customer needs social validation. So when you tell them that yes, you are working in the same domain as the client is in, that brings a more value to your conversation as well as a trust from the customer side. So make them sure that yes, you have a solution to the problem faced by the market in the same domain the client is. For example, if you are in the education sector, then tell them that yes, you work for the education sector. Your existing customers are from the education sector only and you are helping these sector. You cannot say that we are in a finance sector and now we are helping you. You can actually do that, but that will make more sense if you have some client base first. The next thing is explain the problem they are facing. This is a very important thing. See, people know that what are the problems that we have, where we are lagging. So try to first mention those problems and then offer the solutions. Tell them why does your customer base needs you, what values do you provide them, and how they are beneficial for them. People already knew the problems they are facing, but there may be some situation where you have to make them realize what are they missing out that their competitors aren't. So you have to make sure to make them realize that these are the problems that you are facing, and if they don't know, then tell them that this is a problem that is faced by the education sector or that is faced by the finance sector in the sector that you are in, and these are the people that I have helped in the past and they are getting good results. The next thing is explain how your product can solve this. Here is when you start making them inclined towards you. You have established everything that was necessary before explaining your product. Now they are all yours. So you have mentioned the problems that they are facing. You have mentioned, the results that they can get. So you have mentioned everything, but now there is one thing that you haven't mentioned as the solution. So after listening to all the problems, after listening to all the things that they are facing, they will be tempting to listen the solution that you are offering, how you can help them. So this is the point where you are making them inclining towards you. This is really very important, and try to make it as concise, as explainable as possible. The next is describe what success will they achieve. Tell them the results they will get, quoting examples of some of your experiences and clients. See, you have now mentioned everything. You have mentioned the problem they are facing, the solution that you are offering. Now the thing is, after the solution, what are the results that they will be getting? See, you will be meeting various people that are just result oriented. They just don't care about the problems that they are facing and neither the solution that you are offering. They just want the results. So for those, you have to explain the results that they will be getting after implementing your product. The next thing is structure of sales pitch. See, now we know what are the things that we have to include in sales. Now the next thing is how should you structure your sales pitch? What things you should first mention and what things you should ask at last. This is really important because that will be deciding in the first few minutes that how your sales call is going to go. So first of all, you have to address the problem that the client is facing after your introduction. So start with stating the problem they are facing to make them realize that you are here not to straight away sell anything but to provide a solution to their problem. Also put out some eye-opening statistics. You just cannot straight away selling your product. Like we have this product and this helps in these things and you will be getting these results. No, that won't be happening because you are just concerned about yourself in this thing and that is not going to please the customer. So first of all, you just have to show them that yes, you are there for them only. Address their problems, what are the problems they are facing, so that they can realize that yes, this person is here to help me, not to sell me anything. The next thing comes up is the value. Share a very clear and concise value statement. Action oriented and outcome focused, nothing more than that. After addressing the problem that they are facing, just share the value that they will be getting after implementing your product. What are the results that they will be getting and how you should do it and what are they missing out as well. The next thing is how you do it. Now you have shared the problem, now you have shared the value. Now the thing is, tell them the procedure, how you do it. See, if you haven't mentioned these first 2 points in the very beginning, then you can't come to the third point because nobody is going to listen to you if you are just selling away anything. So start with the problem that they are facing and then followed by the value that you are providing. The next thing is how you do it. Tell them the entire strategy, the entire procedure in detail, how everything works and how do you make such great results. So tell them how different are you from your competitors in the market domain. Highlight major clear upper edges you provide. Also, this thing is very important that you have to make sure that yes, you convince the person because in the market there are various options available for a particular thing, for a single thing. So you have to make sure that yes, you stand out from them in a very clear manner. Next is show some proof. Provide clear references and examples of recognizable achievements and results. Everybody looks for social validation in the industry. So tell them the clienteles that you have worked with. If you haven't worked with clienteles, I would recommend you just take some of individual projects and work on them. Provide the results and then you can use them as the references. The next thing is customer stories. Share experiences of your customers and their success. Make it real and substantial. This is very important because stories are the things that actually people buy in sales. Try to give as much as stories as possible. Obviously the real ones. Do not just create it on your own because the things that you're saying in sales pitch, you have to achieve that as well if the customer signs you up. So be realistic. The last thing and the most important thing is engaging questions. Close the pitch with an open-ended questions to give the potential customer a space to start the conversation. Do not just close the pitch with a closed-ended question. For example, are you interested in buying the product or not? Do not just ask questions whose answer can be yes or no. Just end with the open-ended question like what are your expectations from the product? How do you see yourself after implementing our product? What is your current CPC? What is your current CPL? That is cost per click and cost per lead. Start a conversation regarding the campaigns that they are going, how much is their ad spend, and all the questions related to the campaign. Remember one thing, you are not the actor of the story, your customer is. So don't brag about yourself and focus more on building conversations around the customer problems and the potential solutions. Also, the one who speaks more tends to lose the conversation in sales. So create some open-ended questions and let your customers speak more about the problems and challenges. See, usually what most of the sales people do, and that is a big blunder that they do, is they think that we are the actor of the stories because we are selling them some values. So we should brag about ourselves first and then we should come into the problems of the customer. But that is not the thing in sales. Because when you are calling someone and you are giving importance to someone, then the other person thinks that yes, he is there for me. So you have to make them feel the same way. So focus more on the problems that the customers are facing. What are the things that they need to improve in a very polite manner, and what are the solutions that you are offering to them so that they can achieve great results. This is the very important thing in a sales pitch. This determines the attitude of a salesperson actually. Also, this is a very interesting stats. The one who speaks more usually lose the conversation. So if you are just bragging about the problem, if you are just delivering the problem of the customers on your own and the solutions you are offering, then there is something wrong in the sales pitch. You have to ask the customers the problems that they are facing. Just mention one or two problems and then ask the customer what are the other problems that you are facing as far as campaigns and lead generations are concerned. So they will be starting to speak the problems and the issues that they are facing, and when they are doing so, you already have an upper edge in the sales. So this is a sample sales pitch for chatbots if you are selling chatbots. So we have to start off with a brief introduction about yourself. Mention your name, your designation, the occupation, maybe freelancing, or just it should be just related to chatbot building so that they can know this person is expertise in chatbots. And how did you get his lead so that the attempt doesn't seem odd. Also, this is a very important thing. Usually people just call because as you now very well know how to generate leads. Don't just call them and start addressing their problems and solution that you are offering. Don't do that. First tell them that where did you find the person. Like you can say that we are connected on LinkedIn and I got your number from there, or you can say that I visited your website and these are the things that I feel should be improved so that it can improve your campaigns and everything else. It can improve your sales. So these are the things that you should first do in the introduction so that the customer gets familiar with you a little bit. The next thing is jump to the value you are providing to the organizations of the same domain. What are the problems that they are facing and how you improve their results. This is the thing actually that will be deciding the entire conversation. So you can start off with like we have a very special product for you that will boost your conversions 3x to 5x. That is a eye-catching statistics and will also improve your lead generation drastically. So this is the result that they will be getting. So you have mentioned the problem that they are facing, that is low lead generation, and you have told them what will you be getting after our product. Next is tell them about the product and how you do it. Tell them the entire procedure now. So you can start off with like we have an AI based chat assistant that will be solving all your customer queries on the website 24/7, so you won't be losing any leads in the night as well. Smoothens customer journey and generate 3x to 5x more leads as compared to the live agents. So this is the thing that you have told to the customer that yes, we do it like that. The product is this, and now after implementing that, these are the things that will be improved. Now the next thing is social acceptance and social proof. So show some proof of all customer stories. Like case studies and relevant examples are always helpful. Even if you're just starting, try to take some of the individual projects as I mentioned earlier as well. So you have something to say in this part of the structure. So If you are just starting off, try to take some of the freelancing projects, some of the projects of individual, and determine the results that you are getting now, and you can use that as a case study or as a social acceptance proof or a customer story. The next is state some open-ended question. Like I have told you, very important thing. Like what are your expectations from the product? How are your campaigns going? And how many leads are you generating on daily basis? What is the current cost per lead, etc., etc. So that it gives a space, it gives a room to the customer to speak about the problems and what are the things they are looking out for improvement. Now, these are some of the most asked questions after you just complete your sales pitch, after you have a discussion on it. The first thing is we have a live agent and it is working fine. How would your product help us? So usually people don't understand. They think that we have a live agent, we are generating leads and we are happy. So you have to break that ice and you have to tell them that the live agent isn't available 24/7. So the queries of the customer doesn't get solved in its absence. Also, it cannot handle multiple customers at the same time. These all are the demerits of having a live agent, which will be improved when your customer will implement your artificial intelligence based chat assistant. Next will be how would your product help us financially? Because everything in business is on the financial terms. There may be customers who are more focused on the customer journey, but most of them will be focused on the lead generation part and the financial part. So you can say it will help you generate more conversions, more leads out of some existing traffic on your website. So if you are getting 25 leads on a daily basis, now you will be getting around 45 to 50 leads on a daily basis on the same monetary window that you are spending on Google Ads, that is spending on the campaigns. So the amount spent on campaigns are same and more conversions are happening. It means cost per lead will also go down. So that is how it will be helping you in financial terms. The next is how it will be integrated on the website and what all are the CRM softwares it can be integrated with. So in this, you need to tell them that you just need to install a 3-4 line plugin code on the footer of your website and the chatbot will be there. The next thing is it is seamlessly integrated with any CRM softwares in use such as Salesforce, NPF, that is no paper forms, HubSpot, etc. So these three CRM softwares are the most used softwares in the industries. So they will be asking you right away that we have a Salesforce CRM, will it be integrated? We have an NPF CRM, will it be integrated or a HubSpot CRM? So you can say that yes, it can be easily and seamlessly integrated, no issues in that. These are some of the most asked questions after completion of the sales pitch. You need to get ready to answer those questions. There may be some more questions that they can ask, but that will be actually depending on the features of the product. So you can actually tackle them accordingly. The next thing is how to design your proposal. See, in the proposal, you can be creative yourself, but these 4 things are the most important things that you should include in your proposal. First of all, identify the problem. Write in brief the problem faced by the customer and explain every single problem, such as low conversion rate. Tell them why they are having the low conversion rates, why they have poor customer journey, why the cost per lead is so high, and everything else. The next thing is describe the solution and the steps to get there. So the thing is actually in the proposal, you need to explain each and everything that you have actually mentioned in a sales call. Explain the product, solution and the entire process to tackle the problem and bringing out the desired results. The next thing is explain why they should take your product service. Like I have told you, there are many competitors in the market. So explain 2 or 3 things that why you are better than them and why they should actually hire you. It can be on the basis of your features or it can be on the basis of your financials as well. So put down all the reasons that they should go along with you rather than any other competitor in market. The next thing is tell them about the commercials. Put forward your pricing model, explain in detail how you charge and mention all the charges that could be included in future as well. There shouldn't be any hidden costs that you haven't mentioned. So just mention all the commercials that you are offering and also the kind of pricing model, whether it's a subscription based or whether it's contract based. Just write it down. And also one more thing is just do not write everything in text in the proposal. Include graphics and infographics. That is easy to read and that is also easy to understand. So that's it in the sales and the proposal part. In the next session, we will be learning how to do chatbot freelancing, what are the sources of generating leads, and how we can crack a deal by doing freelancing. Also, one more thing, for sales pitch and also for everything related to sales, you can follow me on LinkedIn. I usually put down some of the strategies in sales that could be really helpful for you in B2B as well as in B2C sales. So that's it. Thanks a lot.